Alright, I've been in lwo.xml again. In fact, I'm just saving the normal values back. And I've changed some things. Some things which I'm not looking forward to. Yeah. Okay. I'm slightly... Okay, this is hard. That kind of feels... That's somewhat cheating, I feel. I have got to... So basically, I set the button to invert mouse. It hasn't done that. But I also set the sensitivity. Set the sensitivity to very, very high. And my challenge is to see how quickly I can run through DLU like this. I can barely move my finger on my trackpad without... So I could just... But also, to make it... Oh, actually, okay. To make it a proper challenge, auto run is on. I'm not going to hit any button. I'm not going to hit any arrow keys. I'll only do the... I'll only go for the space bar. And obviously, like, things to accept missions, etc. Loving the 0 HP. 0 HP. This is going to be so much more fun than my previous run. I might actually allow myself to hit D. Oh, interesting. Auto run stops. There. I might say actually that I am allowed to. Nah, it's more fun this way. Okay. So I've to get that. Okay, got one. I'm just so happy I can see stuff. I'm currently uploading that last run to YouTube as... Well, I actually have uploaded it. It's currently in processing as we speak. And it was one of the worst things I've done. This is probably one of the worst things I've done from a viewer's perspective. That was kind of fast, and then I did that. Slash die, isn't it? DLU. Mutual and DLU have two different commands for smashing yourself. I'm gonna have to manually hit numlock a lot of the time. Okay. This is so painful. So painful, but here for the challenge. Here for the challenge. Here for the challenge and here for any run that isn't the last one. But yeah, before anyone thinks I am... Oh wait, oops, I accidentally hit... Okay, so when you hit a direction... No, I need to be going this way. So yeah, I made the mouse 100 times more sensitive. Made the mouse 100 times more sensitive. Attempted to invert it. That seems not to have worked. Let's lock on. And yeah, I did try not to fall off here, but kind of difficult. I'm not going to have enough imagination. Lock on. Some imagination there. Only one. Okay, normally I'd be okay. Did that anyway. Let's go. But here needs to do these anyway. Okay, yeah, everything cancels. So I'm just gonna, I think, hold W then. But yeah, there are so lwo.xml. For those who don't know, it was the LWO stands for, I want to say Lego Worlds Online, which was the original name of LU. It is the internal settings folder. For those who saw, I did just accidentally hit A, just because it's so instinctive. Seriously, I didn't get enough? Yeah, so it is the place where you find lots of internal settings, including some quite fun ones, including some quite painful ones, which is this video. But yeah, so there are some quite nice things you can find in there, such as variable jump height. Variable jump height is lovely, or it's a lovely thing to have existing. I've not used it yet. Well, no, that's a lie. I've used it. I've not used it to my advantage yet. But basically what it does is the longer you press space, the longer you remain in the air when jumping. And it's... Oh, by the way, just for the record, the reason my name for this is Small Ninja was a video I was going to, or a challenge I was going to try to do right before this. But that ended up being... Oh, I just tapped out. Something that ended up being just not working. It was going to be playing on the smallest screen I possibly could. Okay, I'm gonna let go of run for this. Yeah, it was going to be playing on the smallest screen I could do, but I can manage. But it turns out the smallest screen you can manage on LU is actually pretty large. Ah, nice. But yeah, that last run took me an hour and 30 minutes. Which, I mean, I know, like, most of the areas that we've done so, but this is going to be really tough because I'm used to, when fighting stuff, I'm used to spinning around quite quickly, looking from thing to thing. This is going to be nowhere near as hard. It will take me nowhere near as long to manage this. But yeah, if anyone has challenges like this is kind of the kinds of going for an lwo.xml edit challenges. They're kind of fun. So if anyone has an lwo.xml they want to send me, sorry, I'm instinctively pressing the sideways keys. Yeah, if anyone has an lwo.xml they want to send me, I guess actually a way of doing this properly would be to deassociate A and D in lwo.xml. But yeah, if anyone has an lwo.xml they want to send me for a challenge, please do. And we can rate how difficult your challenge was by how long it takes me to get to Nimble Station. We can have a list of lwo.xmls and some sense of a challenge rating for each one. Oh, okay, that wasn't... I was hoping that was a Maelstrom brick, but I couldn't see it properly. Glad that guy's not paying any attention. So that I'd be dead. Help. Turn around. Build. Quickly? Not quickly enough. Yeah, so let's actually throw that out there. Send me anyone who wants to. All you need to do to get an lwo.xml file to edit is... actually, you don't even need an unpacked client. I think you just need a normal client. Run it, and I'm assuming it auto-generates. If you're on Windows, at least, I know where it goes. If you're on other operating systems, no idea. You're on your own. Okay, playing from above is nice on this mode, because I don't lose out on much information. Like, I can still see everything of importance, but it reduces the number of ways in which my fingers can muck stuff up. Can I have another drink? But yeah, okay, let's go. Let's go! Ow. It's so... I'm having to literally move my fingers away to prevent me using A and D. Gonna run on buy. Maybe actually, yeah, I'll talk to Clauset. Buy some stuff from him, because meanwhile they're going to be trying to... the Stromlings will probably be following me into the camp. I don't need this. I'm not going hardcore OU. I'm just gonna try something. Okay. I didn't know. Always worth a try. I was hoping maybe DLU had assumed. And that's the kind of thing I feel people might not have done. I was wondering, it would be cool if like DLU had assumed something along the lines of... sorry, I was pressing W during all of that, but because I'd just done a mission, it ignored the fact. And I didn't move forward there. Okay, let's go. But yeah, so for those who don't know, client modding is not allowed on DLU, and it's a bannable offence. However, modifications to lwo.xml are allowed, because they are literally just game settings. Sorry, again, I instinctively released D to fight that. Okay, so one nice thing I can always do to slow down and kind of get in a bit more control is, even when I'm running forwards, I can spam Alt, and that will fix me in place somewhat. Unfortunately, it will change the direction I'm facing a lot of the time. Okay, let's shift. No, that lags and I didn't. Okay, there we are. We don't talk about those scenes of the void you guys just witnessed. Do not acknowledge them, they never happened. I should also, as a member of Spear Gang, equip the trident, because that's basically just 3 spears. Imagine being the guy who made the spear when the person who made the trident turns up. And it's just like, really? You literally just took my idea and did it 3 times. And stuck them together. That's all you did. And you're running around claiming to be the inventor of the weapon. That's just that's a spear with 2 smaller spears added. And yet now everyone's paying you for your invention, whilst I'm sitting here with loads of pieces of sharpened wood that no one wants anymore. Because you and your trident. Also, when someone invented the dirk, just like, guy invented the spear, it's like, I'm sorry, you literally broke a spear in half. And you're calling that a weapon. That's literally a spear broken in half. Or, sorry, more than any of that, the javelin. That is just a spear. It's a spear, but it's not called a spear for copyright reasons. It's like Ultimate Frisbee has to be called Ultimate Frisbee for copyright reasons rather than Frisbee because Frisbee is a brand name. Okay, shift is quite nice as well for slowing you down. Imagine being the guy who invented the wheel when the Frisbee came around. Imagine how upset you'd be. It's literally a wheel. It's a sky wheel, but it's still a wheel. It's going to be so nice to play normal all year. Oh, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be quite difficult. This might actually be harder on this with this client configuration than... Sorry, I pressed the sideways thing there. It's really hard not to. In fairness, I don't think I've actually used it to my advantage yet. Okay. But yeah, because good strategies, like the best strategy for this on DLU at the moment is to just constantly run in a circle and avoid being hit. It's so much harder to run in a circle. Like this. But then again, it's a bold assumption that anything can hit me whilst I'm doing this. Okay. No, apparently they can. Apparently it's not so bold an assumption after all. Let's play this a little more carefully. Get 10 seconds of shielding from this. No, I'm not losing this. Okay. There we are. Don't care. Smash me. Trying to run towards you. There we are. All good. I'm glad that actually brought up chat there because I didn't want to play that again. It's a waste of Imaginite, more or less. Okay. So here it goes. Get back on it. Okay. Oh no, I know what. So Darwin mentioned this on our live stream the other day. Speaking of which, when I get back from my trip, really? It's a large hitbox. When I get back from my trip, myself, Darwin, and Mick will be doing we'll be continuing our 4-person playthrough. However, we will will this time be going live on the right channel. I'm just so used to just hitting go live. I forget I actually need to change channel. I was trying to... Yeah, there we are. I didn't want them following me over here, but then I also then I forgot that, wait a second, I can't just... I guess I could have ground pounded and held my place. Because there are some ways of holding my place without letting go of W. No, okay. Oh no. Okay. Occasionally it happens that... I don't know how to trigger this, and I kind of wish I did. Because there are certain times it would be lovely to have this. Have the game, like, permanently feel as though you're permanently right-clicking. It happens occasionally to me. I have no idea what causes it. And it never happens when I want it to. Okay, need to get quite a few of these. I'm not trying to run into these trees, I promise. So that was the one advantage with the previous thing, was that I actually already had quite a few. This is fun. That's an interesting bug. I guess the camera just can't respond quickly enough to the changes in direction of the mouse. Because, like, no one in their right mind would have their mouse set to this, so no one would ever have tested for that. Yeah, that's one thing in the previous run though, because I spent so much time not knowing where I was and running into large groups of enemies that I was nearly guaranteed to have a large number of maelstrom bricks. Oh, let me... even trying to run up and ground pound on them is so hard. Oh no, I pressed sideways. I don't think... The one reason I'm kind of being like, is I don't think that's ever helped me yet, the pressing sideways thing. I need to remember I can press and hold shift. So that's lovely. Yeah, for those who don't know, in LU you can press and hold shift to slow down. How have I not gotten any maelstrom bricks yet? Oh. Help. I can imagine also neither of these past two videos are honestly that fun to watch, given that they're kind of characterized by the games being made difficult because of my lack of control over the camera. No maelstrom bricks yet. The RNG gods are not looking upon me with favourable eyes. There we are. As legend says, if you complain about RNG enough, it shall come to you. Rep. Epsilon there coming in clutch. But hey, we got a second out of control ninja. I was gonna say Maelstrom Brick. Wow. That was 2 deaths very, very quickly. More sneezing. More sneezing. My apologies. Wait. Let's put my earphones back in. There we go. But yeah, I mean, one thing I would be happy to do is a game where, if someone sends me a config file, which I've not seen, which literally just has like key remappings alone, would be a fun challenge. See how long it takes me to learn to use the new remapped keys, because I mean, for starters to find them out, but I doubt that would take too long. I have some faith in my ability to brute force problems. I'm not used to dying this much. It's like most of the time in Vanguards it's hardcore LU, and I have some control. Because like this is more or less just randomly getting bonked all over the place by just spam alt, spam alt. One thing I would say is I am not very good at remembering that I have the shield ability up, because I never do, normally. I never really use abilities for defense, only ever for attack. Now you. Wait a second, is that... I'm wondering if that... Did that not lock my camera in? Yeah, normally my camera will be locked in place during those. That's interesting. This actually may not be useless as things... I feel my camera's normally locked in place. Maybe I'm misremembering. Okay, got 2 more bricks in the area. Help. Yeah, like, I'm very much... These settings do appear to be doing stuff that very much the game wouldn't normally want you to be able to do. Like normally, I'm amazed that I can do the kind of weird thing where I clip down through the terrain that little bit. That, like, normally the terrain in LU is the most rigid and unyielding thing. And, like, you can't get it. You can't, like, I have not found... I have not found a clip that gets you in there. I've found something that turns off your physics, so you literally just fall right through. But I've not found a single clip that can get you in there yet. And in fact, that's kind of the one way of guaranteeing a clip won't work, if it would require you to go into the ground. And if you do attempt to clip into, there are certain places where you can attempt to literally just push yourself. Most places, like, if you try and clip into the ground, you'll just kind of go upwards. Because, like, it's the terrain, it's normally a slope. It's not like I'm clipping through a wall or something. But if you attempt to clip through areas of the terrain where that isn't the case, yeah, like this should never normally happen. But yeah, if you attempt to clip through areas of the terrain, that's not true. Let's put this on offhand and put that down quickly. So if you find a part of the terrain where it's like really, really steep, which, as you can see, every time I muck up and you see a little bit out of bounds, out of bounds. The terrain is basically that steep very regularly. If you try and clip into that, it literally, you just get shot off. The terrain, like, it forces you. The terrain object is like one of the most infallible things in LU. So I'm very, very surprised I can clip even the camera inside of it. Like this. Not that clipping the camera inside of it has too much use, but it's interesting that it's even possible. Okay, let's not die here. Let's remember I've got that. There we go, that's nice. Ideally, I'd like some health. ever like come into this area to farm these. Because normally when I'm doing this, it's, yeah, hardcore LU runs. Oh no, you normally can actually move your camera when you're in quick builds, I think. Maybe it's just slow? I don't remember. I feel like maybe you can, though. Maybe I'm misremembering. But yeah, in hardcore LU runs, I never come into this area. Because there's no reason to go into more than one area. Like, have one area where you're confident you won't die. Remain in that area. It's a pretty good recipe for success. And like, honestly, with most challenges, that's kind of the trick to them, right? You're unlike, there are certain skills you can hone, but most of the time, the way you get better at challenges is just having the environments be more and more and more controlled. Like, obviously you can't change what the game is, but you can control which environments you go into. You can make your own motion more predictable such that you can better predict the game. And so, like, the Butterscorch fight, for instance, that is, or like hardcore LU Butterscorch, that would be, if you just went into it, that would be a pretty difficult fight. However, the second you get into a rhythm, she also gets into a rhythm, and your life becomes so much easier. Because then you're no longer having to react to stuff, you already know what's about to happen. So you can begin doing stuff in advance, and it's no longer becomes a question of reaction times. I think for most games, most of the time, that's kind of the case. So whilst I'm doing this, I'm going to try one thing over at the monument. Because yeah, whilst I'm saying I will happily like assign a difficulty or easiness level to the lwo.xml, depending on how long it takes me to beat it, I'm not gonna do it to the extent of it being a perfect metric. I honestly feel something that just mucked around with WASD would get me so badly. I don't think I can cope with that. I guess what I would do. Okay, if mouse invert were working, I don't know, maybe I just forgot to set it. I don't think I did. But if mouse invert were working, up to mouse sensitivity, inverted commands. Sorry, I pressed back there, but yeah, up to mouse sensitivity, inverted commands would be okay, yeah. That would actually be quite difficult, I feel, because like learning new keybinds, that's reasonable. Overwriting old ones, less so. But yeah, so I'm going, for the sake of for some kind of standardization, I'm going to say I will always, with any lwo.xml I get given, I will always attempt to try the monument with it. Don't know where my camera is right now. I will always attempt the rock climb of the monument. I'll always do that until, rather than attempt actually, let's say I will do that until I get it. Also, I think it may be possible to adjust the size of the game inside lwo.xml, which wasn't how I attempted to adjust the size of the game for this run. Or for what was going to be this run. I know I smashed one over there. I don't know where, and I don't really want to turn around to find it. So I'm just hoping that one didn't drop a postcard. Oh, it didn't. Yeah, I'm honestly having to move my mouse like such a small amount at a time for this. Kind of insane. Like, I'm probably playing this entire thing on like a centimetre square area of my trackpad. Okay, let's go turn. There we are. There we are. Line myself up and just let go. Let go of right click. Move around. Yeah, for an inverted one, you could also like invert the invert right click and left. So not only inverts the camera controls when you're right clicking, but also inverts right click and left click. This would be a good place to die. Oh no, especially if that happens. I didn't expect to, but then what happened there was the thing I mentioned before where sometimes right click will just stick. Okay, I'm letting go of right click. There we are. Should be able to get out of there relatively easily. There we are. Let's equip some gear. Oh, okay, I won't be smashed, hopefully. I'll be down to 2. Maybe 3. Maybe 1, actually, rather. Yeah, turn around, turn around. Oh. Oh, now you... Angry ninja noises. That was me attempting to do the bouncer skip, but I just couldn't manage it. Okay, I'm also gonna always at least try and go for that. That was actually kind of close. I imagine being at the monument and being able to see it properly. Wow. It could not have been me last run. Where's my prismatic? I know I have one by this stage in the game. Always so. There are things when you've played through the Van Gardens this many times you remember. You remember that you always have the Card Shark shirt past a certain point. Oh, that was close. It should not fall off. Okay, so the speedy way of doing this is like, there we are. Yeah, so I can never tell if it's coincidence that the two things you need more of regenerate basically twice as fast. Which just make it like it means that loop there works perfectly. Okay, let's see where I was that last run. So I remember, yeah, so here. Yeah, so in order to get up there, in order to find where I was last run, I was running up around here. Okay, doing this pressing and holding space, pressing and holding W might be quite difficult. wonder if I was just aiming for the wrong area that whole time. Yeah, doing this without stopping running is... Oh no, I instinctively pressed an arrow key as well. Or not an arrow key. A. Okay. Okay, safe. This is... I rely on being able to move my camera for this jump. Normally. Anyway. No! No! Oh. It was... Yeah, like, normally I will turn there. I don't even know if I can turn with the precision I need. I didn't anticipate this being this difficult, honestly. I guess I didn't really think about the fact that I do. Two ways I would have thought of doing this would have involved they would either be swinging my mouse around or stopping to position my mouse. And without being able to stop, it gets a lot more difficult. Yeah, I'm also up to taking... I know I said I'll take config files, but I'm also up to taking any other challenges any other challenges people have. Oh, that's a wasp. Gotta do this because I managed it. I managed it on the other one. Can I? Okay, that's nearly perfect. No! No, that was so good. What I'm thinking about is using stuff like that to give me extra control. Okay, I'm getting closer each time. I'm slowly improving. There we are. It's not fall off. It's close. Jumping, keep jumping. Okay, build. Whew. Okay, that was one of the things I need to do done. I wasn't certain when I put it up to 100 times how bad it was going to be. I kind of had the sense that 100 was about the point where stuff starts becoming like unrecognizably bad. Like if you change any value in a game to about 100 to like twice where it normally is, that's kind of reasonable. 100 times where it normally is, I would expect stuff to be unbalanced, stuff to break. I'd expect stuff to go more seriously wrong than just... I guess I'd expect stuff to potentially become unplayable, I guess is the... Because like something being unbalanced doesn't necessarily... I said unbalanced, but I meant like badly unbalanced, unplayably unbalanced, I guess, rather than... simply just harder than normal, or harder than would be fair, because like doubling the difficulty is something that could make something unbalanced without making the game unplayable. Or like without making it too different from the intended game. Honestly, even this doesn't. I know I set it up 100 times, and like I'd say stuff is going wrong because of like the jitteriness of the camera. But oh no, how do I? Okay, this is not going to work. How do I get? Okay, green path it is. I never ever normally use green path, but it's the one I think. It's the one I think I'd feel the safest doing, because like all of like even getting on a moving platform requires me to requires me stopping. Like that's not a thing, whereas this doesn't require any moving platforms. Doesn't make it easy though. Still should never expect anything in this run to be easy. No. Oh, phew. Go back up. I'm out of control at this stage. Yeah. It's when you get into that positive feedback loop and you're overcompensating for your previous mistake, but you keep overcompensating, and you then overcompensate for the overcompensation. It just gets worse and worse. As long as I remain a little bit calmer. Oh, and I can also bonk into stuff. That actually makes that a lot easier. It's hard to, like, when you're turning so much with whatever you do, it's really hard to move that precisely. Okay, go. That's fine. It's fine if I land there. Oh, there we are. Nice. No, stop. I can tell the game doesn't expect me to be turning my camera this quickly a lot of the time. Rip. I wonder if this is going to be the case with any... Huh. That was a... Okay. Okay. I wonder if this is going to be the case with every challenge I attempt, which is because it's only lwo.xml I can edit. Well, actually, I'm happy to do other challenges if people... Actually, no, I'm not happy running custom Uchu things from people, because, like, that could easily contain a virus. If you manage to get a virus into lwo.xml, like, GG, have my credit card. I mean, I'll cancel it pretty quickly, but if you manage to insert arbitrary code execution into lwo.xml, then, like, just very, very much GG. So yeah, that. Okay. I'm hoping I can... Oh wait, I also forgot. I keep forgetting I have Shift available. Shift does make things quite a bit easier with this run. So it just gives you that little bit extra control. I wish I'd remembered it over there. Like, there we are. No, we're close there. Okay. We're up. I've got the one bird up there. Oh, hello. Don't want to fall down. If I can avoid it. I'm hoping there might be a bird on the hand. This thing. Oh no, okay, one's respawned down there. That's easier. Okay. Okay, and just gotta climb up now. Shouldn't be too bad. Never made so much use of the green route as I have in these past 2 runs. I mean, I guess that's because the yellow route was off limits. I'd probably be using that more. But for those who don't know, I'm not using the yellow route in the previous run. And the server probably hasn't restarted since then because I wasn't off for that long between these two. Oh, I forgot shift. Shift makes everything better. There we are. That is genuinely remembering to use shift makes the game so much easier in this mode. It's like if I get out of control, it limits the amount of damage I can do. Before I get back in, I instinctively pressed shift because of what I'd just been saying. That was the one time when pressing shift was a really, really bad idea. Why am I not building that? Oh, it's that quick build's also bugged. Okay. Hopefully this one isn't. No. That's good. Oh wait, that's actually problematic. If that quick build. Yeah, both of the moving. Oh no. Okay, not all of the moving platform quick builds are bugged at the moment. I take that back. Okay, let's slow down, turn. Ah. I like that lines it up for you, actually. It's appreciated. Wow, that felt for a second or two like I was actually playing LU. Okay, slow down, slow down. Right direction. Nice, nice. Hope it's still there. It isn't. Nice, nice. Quite like that it lines me up after every attempt, though. Okay. No. No. There are alternative ways I could go up to this, but I didn't think this would be as difficult as it's proving to be. Okay, take 2. I didn't expect this to be a difficult part, if I'm honest. There we are. Okay. I was quite concerned I'd spoken too soon there because, like, I could see that going wrong, even at that late stage. But no, okay. We're nearly at the end, and this run has not been anywhere near as painful as the last one. This is now what all runs will be compared against. Like, the last run, it wasn't so much that it was hard, it's just unenjoyable. Oops. That was me pressing W, just instinctively, as always. Okay. Okay. Let's go. Oh yeah, I finally turned on the thing that I did not realise this was an option you could change, but I finally changed it so that when I tab out, it doesn't affect in-game audio. Oops. I was pressing W there, but I help. Fine, okay. Good. I was really, really concerned I would actually die to that. Oh, and here's something nice. I can now hold myself still. Okay, now something which requires no movement, more or less. I'm just going to let go. Can't quite let go of right click. I think I can let go of right click if I'm lined up properly. There we go. Okay, let's get some armor polish. I know I'm assembly, but I love how you can smash these in 2 hits. Makes life so much easier and is honestly not an accurate representation of what spiderlings are like in life, or in the rest of the world, which... Well, I mean, I guess this isn't meant to be. I guess we have already fought spiderlings in Trial Faction gear, so anyone paying attention would know that they're not actually that easy. Okay, so turn around. I don't remember if Streamlabs records stereo, but you could, in stereo you could hear there how much the game kind of dislikes me spinning around. I don't remember if in live you could smash those pillars and stop them from spawning. Sorry, smash the eggs. Alright, nearly there. Gotta do some quick property building. And then we'll be done. And this run will have officially succeeded. Oh, I nearly hit A there. I didn't, I'm learning. Slowly the neural network that makes me up. Oh, sorry, I'm real boy. Yes, slowly I'm learning. That was entirely the wrong direction. I like how as well, sometimes your character responds instantly to changes in camera direction. Sometimes there's a little bit of a delay. I don't know why that is. Like now, for instance, there we go. Like, take a second. Oh no, I might actually have difficulties doing this if it won't. The issue is that I'm moving forward, and so it sees there being someone in the way. That someone being me. Still need to put... Okay, this may actually be impossible holding forward, so I'm not going to. Holding forward was never like an integral part of the challenge. It was just to make it more interesting. Nope. Like all the original plan was to play the game with this mouse sensitivity. I guess turning mouse sensitivity to 0 could be quite interesting as well. Although that might well have been what this would have become had I not set the must always be moving forwards rule. Because, like, had I not set the must always be moving forwards rule, I think I would just use WASD. Oh, I could also use the arrow keys. Okay, what about lwo.xml, but such that it turns off any rotation? And here we go. It's gonna be somewhat difficult actually to turn there because I won't be facing it. Let's go. There we are. And done. Another lwo.xml challenge out of the way. I say out of the way as though someone's making me do them, and I'm not deciding to do them myself. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. I've been Intro You. Send me challenge ideas because this is kind of interesting, and I'll probably do some of these on stream in future as well. Anyway, with that, see you around. Bye. I like how the music continues for a little while afterwards. Oh, Streamlabs not been recording any of this? Oh, it has. It just froze for a second when I tabbed over and scared the life out of me. See ya.